Hello everyone, this is Yours Trivia, and welcome back to another episode of our Sifu Let's Play. So as you can tell by the title, this is our Deathless squat run, the first stage and the boss, and there's a couple different goals to this actually. It's not only deathless, but it also does not take the shortcut, because if we take the long way, we can actually pick up all three shrines, and then we'll end up with three different bonuses, basically the weapon durability, because I prefer using a lot of weapons. That's one of our new moves actually, the sweeping leg when we do a run. The taunt builds up multipliers. At most it can have 5 stacks, and while I was doing this attempt, I actually got a near perfect run for a while where we just didn't get hit. But we're not going to talk about those because it's been a painful grind, because I would just mess up randomly during a lot of these perfect runs. And now I end up just ignoring the multiplier because I don't really need the experience point or the level score, which is what it boosts. So if you want really high level score, on the first opponent you see, make sure you get the stack to 5 times by taunting and perfect parrying, and then just start killing them and be worth at least 50 points each. Sometimes chain kills can be worth 100, and you can build up massive level scores. I think the highest I had was like almost 6,000 by the time I met the final boss in the first level. But here, we're more about doing this cleanly so we just don't have death. So I'm going to ignore the level scores as we'll bash through all these people.
Open it! Open up! Okay, let's do this.
Now, I do have quite a few new skills, including the weapon mastery from the skill tree, mainly because I attempted this more times than I would like to admit, but still, we learned and improved and practiced this entire way. And we'll talk about a few tricks about beating the final boss at the end there. As you can see, we parry a lot better in general, except for that sequence where I got owned, but overall, we parry a lot more than dodge, which is definitely a requirement to getting good at the game. And just a reference for that level score, the max you can have at this point is 1,500, I believe, after you clean the hallway up, and we only had 1,140. The difference is actually pretty massive. Once you pick up all the skills, and then when you level up you only care about the level score, then this becomes more important. If you run fast enough, you can kill both of them without they noticing right here. Kick the beer bottle. That's a free kill right there. And then you get to the first hard part in the stage, because there's one of them who will randomly have second wind. It's never her, so you can kill her, and then it's a guesswork. It could be either one of them. So the safest thing is don't use this if you don't have to. Ow, ow. And just kill both of them by deleting their health. Or take a gamble like that. You can kind of tell. You can see he's glowing a little bit of yellow. There's like this vapor coming from his back. So we're not going to use the execute on him. We'll just kick him and kill him.
Warehouse. I'm getting close.
That way you don't trigger any second wins. It's actually easier to kill them that way. That's the same. Oh, we always pick up weapon durability here. Well, I prefer that. You can see I finished a lot of the skill tree already, which is a testament to how many times I have attempted this stage. Eventually we'll get them all. She probably has the most painful death of everyone on this stage, because she gets kicked off of the roof.
Another jump here. I can make it.
This mini-boss is actually super easy once you learn how to use the right button to kick items, because every duffel bag of cash here can be kicked, and he's so big he cannot jump to dodge any of the leg items. If you throw like your weapon at him, then he can dodge that. He's nimble enough to dodge the upper throws, but every single duffel bag of cash he cannot dodge. So you can actually chain him to death just using duffel bags, and it's super clean to kill him and super easy. As you can see here, he's just dying to cash.
Speed this up. I don't want to be late.
Alright, this room's a little bit tricky too, because one of them have second wind. There's a couple of them that have very low structure. He's not one of them. You can tell because if you hit them like 3 times with the pipe, their structure breaks. Then you know they're not second wind. So like him, his structure broke so easily. That way you can just kill. Ow. He's most likely the one with second wind, or he could be the guy with the face mask. So be careful with those two. Don't use the execute on them. The girls you can do as you wish. Let's find a little bit a clear area, and the weapon always help. There's another fresh pipe right before you leave this room, so you don't have to worry about your pipes here. And we activated his second wind because I was stupid.
Time is up now.
Should have just killed the girl. But it's not like we can't beat guys with second wind. They're just tougher. And we give them a health bar back for no reason. They can probably dodge this. Yep, nimble. Unlike the big guy who we just owned in that little cash room. But everything's easier with a weapon. We have more reach, you know? Just like that, down he goes. And you can always get a fresh pipe before you leave. We take on those 2 guards that are guarding this dragon shrine right here.
How the fuck you get in here?
Surprisingly enough, these 2 have really bad structure. 2 combos with the pipe is enough. They just have this 4-hit chain that you kind of have to dodge. And don't worry about the vapor. They're considered second winded already. They're strong already, so once you pop their structure, just kill them.
Insane.
As I said, surprisingly low structure to kill. And every time you hit a shrine, you get full heal, so you're good. We'll just pick up something. Nothing's too relevant at this point. I think I got pretty much everything I like already at this point. Kicking objects, low sweep on the run, the claw attack with the XY. So the trick here is you wait a little bit. There's 4 people you can kill with surprise attacks for free without alerting the room. She's the first. Then we got another guy over here at the end of the hall. And then aside from these 4, you can always run down and kill one really quick from the crowd. So you can technically kill 5 before you have to take on everyone at once. Person here is also. No one apparently can see that she dies here. And then we can go over here. Gotta hop over and then hop down. Alright, so those 4 are free. Now we gotta run down. Oh, he saw me though. Bit unfortunate. So we could have killed 5, but instead we have to fight the rest all in one go. It's always better to find a staircase or some narrow area. One of them is guaranteed to have second wind as well. You want to look for people with low structure. Those you can kill right away. These 2 both have high structure. Actually, no, now it's guaranteed to be him. We're not going to execute even if we can. Well, that was easy. The trick here is just rush the big guy.
Nobody gets through.
It's considered a sneak attack because they're talking to you, and makes it fairly easy to clean out this room. And there's always a fresh wooden bat if you want, but our pipe is still pretty healthy. It's not bent yet, so I'm going to keep it. It does more damage. And now is just up to the boss. Last shrine. So previously our best attempt was 22. Well, technically I did a couple 21 runs in between, but 22, and we took the shortcut, so we only had 2 shrines. Now we're going to have a Deathless attempt with 3 shrine. Now about this boss here, his first stage is actually a lot easier if you know what to do. I used to have a lot of problem with his first stage, but the trick is you want to stay really close to him, because if you build any sort of distance, he start hopping on surfaces and kicking you from the air, and that's actually really tough to avoid in this cramped area. But if you just stay close to him, he keeps his attack pretty simple. He will have a low sweep once in a while, just gotta be watching out for that, but aside from that, he's pretty straightforward. So you don't want him to do this. This is really annoying. And you want to try to kick him into the structures so that he will get a sort of a stun when he collides with them. Sort of like... Ah, we missed there. He collected himself. Yeah, this is super easy to dodge. You want to stick right next to him. See, we want that. We want to damage his structure. We want to stay really close to him. We don't want to back off. We want to be right on top of him if we can. We got lucky here. He kind of got caught on the wrong side. But then he also got a free hit in. And somehow that happened. I want to kick it into him. He dodges. Low sweep. See, that's the one we want to avoid. We don't want him to have space to do that to us, so I want to stick right on top of him. And I'm surprising myself at my ability of dodging the low sweep. Do not think we'll be able to do that. This is what happens when we're not staying close to him. And sometimes it follows up with 2 kicks, sometimes it's 3 kick. But I had enough of him. We're just going to use our focus bar and bring us to part 2. And my advice for part 2 is actually dodge. Stay in the middle where it's pretty open, get yourself the stick, and just dodge back. Because you actually will have more range than his machete. If you stay too close, at least I had trouble figuring out his combo. And on these, try to dodge sideways, not backwards, because sometimes there's not enough space. I'm trying to look for a stick. I found one. There we go. And the price was 2 slashes. We'll take it. It's not too bad. His structure actually falls pretty easily here once you have a weapon. Yeah, but I would say his attack is pretty varied here. We're just maintaining our distance. I don't know how I didn't hit him there, but I didn't. As you can see, with more reach, it's not too hard. You just keep spacing yourself out. He can't really hit you. And if you ever break your stick, or about to break your stick, just throw it and pick up a new one. I think I threw it a little bit too early, because I thought I had him, which I really did. I comboed him twice off a stun. And I'm like, okay, gotta get that stick, gotta get that stick. But then we got slashed, picking up the stick. But it's all over.
I have spent 8 long years preparing for this.
And that's our Deathless run. So now we'll be working on Deathless attempt in the club, which will be pretty hard, but with practice, it should be possible. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!